Yeah, no, I mean, they're both phenomenal players, and obviously both relatively new to this league. You know, Rusnik has been here a bit longer, but Savarino just got here. And we have been talking about the excitement about those two being on the field together. We've talked about them being centrally together, or one out wide like we did tonight, one centrally. But the good thing is now with players of that quality, and Plata, and a guy like Brooks Lennon was on the bench tonight. You know, even though he's young, but the quality he brings, we have options not only of who to play, but where to play them. So it was great to see those guys linking up, and it was magic. Listen, very, very important. I'll tell you why. Psychologically, you know, this is a team that psychologically we're getting better, but an early goal has really put us under it a lot of times this year. And if that goal goes in, perhaps the outcome's a little bit different. But you know, great clearance by Aaron, and these guys stayed with it.
A performance like this is out of the normal. We don't see this every week.
No.
But do you feel like you were building up to something like this or something close?
Yes.
You're getting healthier, and you guys have been putting performances together a little bit better.
100%, everything you just said. These results, and it happened to us twice this year. I think no more than twice, right? I think 3-0 was besides the Dallas trip. The 3-0 was our worst. But yeah, these don't happen this often. You know, even when teams play better than we've played tonight, to put 6 goals in. I mean, these guys were hungry, and I feel confident every game going in. But there was something about this game, talking to the staff before, in our pregame meeting, in the 2 days that we had training leading up, that you just felt. You felt something a little different. I don't know if it was frustration on their part, because we are back healthy, and we have, against Orlando, we played very well, you know, and didn't get the results. So I think they were a bit fed up with it, and they, you know, let out their frustration tonight, which was good.
You talked about the psychology. Kyle Beckerman comes and does Robbie Keane's old celebration in front of fans. Do you think
Did he really?
You didn't notice that?
No, I don't. I'm talking to the coaches and just go, what can we do now? Did he really?
Well, yeah, I mean, the question was, do you think it was premeditated? But I guess I don't.
No, Kyle's a very spontaneous guy. He's an experienced guy, and he's a passionate guy. So it doesn't surprise me I did something like that.
Is this something that, could this be a turning point for you?
Of course, you know, so many things could be a turning point. I don't want to be cliched, you know, too many cliches thrown around, but 100%, you know, something like this could turn us around. And that was the conversation I had with the guys right after the game, is that, all right, how do we take this performance and how do we bottle it up and bring that every game we have?
And how do you do that?
We're gonna discuss that over our 2-week break, and we're gonna figure it out.
Is it nice to have a break after this, or would you like to just be back on the field day after tomorrow?
That's a tough one. I think it's nice to have a break, but after this game, perhaps I wish we were playing tomorrow. But I think the break's gonna do us well. It's gonna give me a bit of a preseason, a small preseason that I didn't get to have with this team, so it's gonna be important.
Given everything that you guys have gone through, and including the injuries, but also changes that have gone on with this team and all that, it really looked like you guys were doing your best to do what you had to do, but that next year was really the aim. Does this change that at all? Or
no, listen, that's a great question. Where are you from? Because you asked some really good questions.
Scott French, 442.
That's oh, there you go. Listen, we never said anything about a rebuilding year or anything like that, because that's not the case. But the reason I came in a situation where when I came in, I had 3 days before my next game, you know, and every coach is different. You know, Jeff and I were different. You know, there was no right or wrong, just different philosophies, different styles, and it was impossible to just throw everything on them. So the little by little, you know, I've been putting them, and leading up to this break, I wanted to be at a certain spot, and I'm not even there yet in the process that I want to take these guys through. But this is a huge step in the right direction. So, of course, we always have an eye. I can't wait to have them in a full preseason. But no, we're competitive. I want to win now, and I want to turn this thing around now.